Ooh, welcome back, all my YouTube subscribers, Twitter followers, all the big giant fans out there. I am super psyched to start my third live installment with Baddog. So let's just jump right into it. Without further ado, here he is.
What up, guys? You know who it is. You just saw me not too long ago, I'm pretty sure. Long time no see, right? But, yeah, man, great to be back. Like I said, man, since we've been doing this, we're getting on a little bit of a streak. It's nice to see it's still there. The smile, pearly whites, they're still there, man. It feels good to win. It doesn't matter how good or bad the team is we're playing. It always feels good to get a W, without a doubt, man.
Yeah, I'm happy to have you back because every time we do this, they win. We're 2-0 when we do it. We got to keep it up. I've been drinking the Modelo's in all my live streams, so I'm going to keep up with that. Let's just address all the chats. Bavit is in the house. Big Blue for Life, Playboy, Soul Goals, Kid Blue, TFG. We got a bunch of people in the chat. Maddox, thank you guys for tuning in. I just want to say before we even get started, I want to say happy Thanksgiving to you and to everybody that's joined the stream. I'm excited. Thanksgiving's my favorite holiday. I always get into the turkey, the stuffing. What's your favorite side?
Oh yeah, man. Oh, stuffing. I'm a big stuffing guy. I always loved the stuffing. That was when I was a kid. It was cranberry sauce, but as I progressed into manhood, it became stuffing. But yes, happy Thanksgiving to you, my man. Happy Thanksgiving to everyone in the chat. We were talking about it a little earlier. I'm ready to eat and drink my face off and watch some football.
Let's do it. Jeremy, by the way. Jeremy always tunes in my streams. Thank you for tuning in. Happy Thanksgiving, Jeremy. So I figure we will just jump in. We'll jump into the Bucs game. We'll start with the Bucs game. I'll start. What I was most impressed with, okay, the defense, of course, they got one sack, very little pressure, but they were opportunistic. They got 4 turnovers, and one thing that a lot of people, I look at it like they got 5 turnovers with that goal line stop at the beginning of the game. So it's almost like they created 5 turnovers in that game. So the defense, yes, they gave up 35 points, but they were a big part of that win. Of course, they established the running game, which was huge. That was the biggest part of the offense, which allowed Eli to excel in the play-action pass for the second straight week. So to me, those were the keys to the game. That's what they had to do going in, and they did it. Of course, they bent at the end. They gave up like 20 points in the last quarter, but they got the job done.
Oh, absolutely. They have to give us a heart attack. You know, we're up 31-14 with 10 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. I'm sitting there kind of not celebrating. I told everyone that I said, listen, it's the Giants. It ain't over. It ain't over. But inside, I'm like, I'm feeling good. I'm like, you know, we probably got this one. But, yeah, Saquon Barkley, a huge game. 27 for 142, 2 touchdowns on the ground. He got another one in the air. That's the most carries he's had in his, NFL career. And again, offensive line played fantastic. Once again, it allowed Eli Manning to have a great game. 17 out of 18. I think he had 2 touchdowns. I don't think he had 3 touchdowns. He could have had a third one. I mean, Barkley, was split wide open. He kind of threw it behind him a little bit. Barkley could have caught it. Eli could have led him. It's kind of on both of those guys. But I'm just super impressed with the offense. I don't know what happened. I mean, Jamon Brown, we've talked about him.
Oh, God.
Like MVP Jamon Brown. Because it's amazing how one guy could change the line.
Yeah.
But that one guy gave him confidence. All of a sudden, they're running the ball. They're protecting Eli. It's just like a totally different team. This is what we expected as Giants fans going into the year.
Right.
Was to see Barkley, Beckham, Shepard, Eli. We expected this offense all year. Better late than never, I guess.
Yeah, I just want to address the chat a little bit. Maybe people got some questions. Joe Lutz, what's going on, my man? Let's get 3 in a row is right. We got the win, bro. Yeah, you're damn right we did. Last game was reminding me about those 2013 days when we. Yes, well, it's not just 2013 with the Giants. They always give you a heart attack. Tyvon Roach says the pass rush was shut down in the second half, but why? Well, the pass rush, was set. It was shut down the whole game. They only had one sack.
The whole year.
Yeah.
They got 10 or 11 sacks all year.
Yeah. But, yeah, I will say they got a little pressure on Fitzpatrick. They forced him to throw some balls early, but they only came up with 1 sack. What about that throw Fitzpatrick made when he threw the lollipop up in the end zone? It looked like he threw that like 100 yards up in the air. So I was watching like, what the hell's going on here?
I had no idea. Well, the Fitzmagic is dead, that's for sure. Because like you said, they were very opportunistic, and he made a great point that it is a 5th turnover. You turn the team over inside. I couldn't believe they stopped them because the Giants haven't stopped anyone on 3rd and short, 4th and short all year.
Yeah.
And Fitzpatrick didn't get the yards, and I'm like, oh my God. I was just sitting there going, well, this is an easy first down. But again, that is a massive change of momentum to stop a team from scoring at all when they're inside your 5-yard line.
Yeah.
So deep stepped up there. But yeah, at the end of the game, it's not like they got tired. I mean, I really don't know what the deal was. It's just strange. It's the secondary. That play where Janoris Jenkins just let, I think it was Mike Evans. I don't remember the receiver.
Yeah, it was Evans. You're talking about the 41-yard
touchdown. Just let him run right by him, expecting Landon Collins. Like Landon Collins was late, and it's just like, dude, you're up by 10. You can't allow that to happen. You can't allow 41. You keep everything in front of you and make them work the clock, run the clock. So that play ticked me off. I'm like, what are you guys doing? And they're saying it's just laziness, but that can't happen.
And the crazy thing is, if you remember, they could have had 6 picks. There were two throws that Winston made that one of them four Giants touched the ball. Another one 3 Giants touched the ball.
Yes.
So they could have had even more turnovers. I can't believe with all the turnovers, I look at it as 5 turnovers, they still put up 35 points. The one thing that I was other than the lack of pass rush that I was very discouraged with was the run defense. Because coming in, the Bucs run offense was last, I think it was last, or might have been 30th in the league, and they averaged over 5 yards a carry against us.
Yeah, Peyton Barber had a huge game. And Peyton Barber it's like every time he ran the ball, he got 8 yards. And I'm like, man, we're just soft up front. We're soft. And the guys are saying, oh, we're missing, Snacks Harrison. But the fact of the matter is, we weren't a very good run defense with him.
Right.
And again, you're saving all that cap space to get a draft pick. I mean, you had to make that move. But yeah, the run defense has been skeptical all season, and it definitely didn't change this past week. That's for sure.
Yeah, let's check out the chat again, guys. Again, thank you guys for tuning in. By the way, any of my subscribers, the link is in the description for Baddog. If you haven't done it, sub this guy up. He's a great video maker. He's been doing it for like a decade. Guys who don't know who are running, they're running all over. Any questions, please shout them out because we do want to communicate with you guys. Run the ball, Sydney. I've said that since the beginning of the year, and I still believe this. I know you want to move on from Eli, and I completely understand people who want to move on from Eli, and I get it. But at this point, I want to win, and I've said it from the beginning of the year that for this team to win with Eli, with anybody a quarterback, but especially Eli, even when Eli was at his best, we always had to run the ball to set up the pass, and it's encouraging to finally see Shermer committing to that, and you've seen the results.
Yeah, and it's something I've screamed about all year in my live streams is what the hell do we have Saquon Barkley? First of all, I want to give a shout out to Goose76. Said he made his first vid today. I have to sub your channel up because I haven't done that yet. So I always ask, Goose, go to one of my videos, just leave a comment, say sub me up because in live streams, I'm an old guy, I got old guy brain. I forget things. So just go to my page and just type that in there so I know to sub you up and check your video out. He's a Saints fan. He's always in my chat. He's an awesome guy. So I'll definitely check it out. Just make sure you leave that there. But to go back to the run, yes, I scream all year. Why are we not giving Barkley the ball? We drafted him 2nd overall. You draft a guy 2nd overall to change your whole team. I mean, that guy's supposed to be a game changer. I felt like we didn't use him enough in the beginning of the year, especially inside the red zone. I don't know what Shermer's problem is, why we would throw 4 times or 3 times. We'd run the ball all the way down the field. He'd have a big run, and we'd get it like to the 8-yard line, and we throw it 3 times.
Right.
Like, what the hell are you doing?
Right.
Damn ball.
There was one point in the game. I got so pumped as a Giant fan because it reminded me of the old days. They had it, I think, 1st and 10 at the 12, and they pounded it to Barkley 3 straight times for a touchdown. And I'm looking at the game. I'm like, I haven't seen this in years. I remember last year, the year before, the Giants would be 1st and goal from the 1. They'd be in shotgun. And they made a commitment to finally run the ball. It was so encouraging to see, and they need to continue that.
Absolutely. I think the beginning of the game, I think we ran it 3 straight times for a first down.
We did.
And that was very encouraging. I'm like, wow. It was like 2nd and 5, 3rd and 1, or 3rd and 2, and then, they ran the ball again for a first down. I'm like, that's what we got him for. I mean, that was so encouraging to be able to run the ball 3 straight times to get a first down. At that point, I'm like, we knew Tampa Bay's defense was bad.
Right.
And it is bad, and we took advantage of it. Again, they had 5 turnovers, pretty much. And they did still put up 35 points, which is pretty amazing. And I still watch that game, and I still don't know how the hell they scored 35 points turning the damn ball over all those times. And it seemed like we completely dominated that game. We couldn't get the hell away from it. And we scored 38 points, so it's not like we didn't score. It was really strange.
And the crazy thing, with all those turnovers, Tampa Bay actually won the time of possession by 6 minutes. I don't know if you knew that. I looked back at the stats. I was like, oh my God. It was like 32.5 to 20, so 5 minutes. I couldn't believe it. I thought for sure the Giants would have won the time of possession, but the Giants actually only ran, I think, 49 offensive plays, which was crazy to me because it felt like while I was watching the game that the Giants were dominating the game. But the Bucs really held the ball more, which was crazy.
I just think that we had a lot of big plays.
Yes, you're right.
He had a lot of big plays. I mean, what did I forgot how many yards he passed? Was it 200 yards on 18?
I think it was 234 on 18 attempts.
So that tells you that's about 15, 18 yards of something around 15. It's a lot of yards per completion. So it was good to see him throw the ball deep. And again, he had Barkley there, and there was another deep pass. So I like that they use Barkley on it. They should use Barkley on a wheel route. You get Barkley on a linebacker, that's exactly what you want. A linebacker or a safety is not covering Saquon Barkley out of the backfield. So I actually like the play calling. And again, maybe this goes back to the offensive line. Obviously it does. For him to be able to get the ball down the field, he needs time. But he's definitely played a lot better. And again, I think it's just a combination of the offensive line and running the ball, because you run the ball, it sets up the pass all the time. And I'm old school Giants. I've been around since '84. That was the deal back in '86. Hard-nosed defense, run the ball, Joe Morris, pass the ball to Mark Bavaro. Wasn't sexy, but that's what they did on offense.
That's the way it's always been. Even with the days with Charlie Way, Rodney Hampton, that's the way it's always been. They've always been. Even the one year where they won a Super Bowl that I will say they were a pass first team because they had to be, because they couldn't run the football all year.
Exactly.
But in '07, they pounded the rock. '08, that year where he shot himself in the foot, Burrs, they ran the ball more than anybody. I just want to address the chat a little more. John Stone, we all can't stand the Eagles. We haven't beaten this team. I think we've beaten them once the last 10 times we've played them.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah. Let's see. Shermer has L Fish, and can't wait for him to get his mind on an impressive young mobile quarterback. Yeah, Jeffrey, you're starting to see it. You're starting to see, and maybe it has a lot to do with Brown, the new offensive lineman, but you are starting, and a lot of people think Shermer was known as a quarterback guru, but if you go back and look at the numbers, what they did last week is what he did in Minnesota. Minnesota last year run the ball, I think, the 4th most times in all of football, because he's all about the play-action pass. And to have it effective play-action pass, you got to run the ball a ton.
Absolutely. The other thing I noticed they were doing with Eli was rolling him out. They roll him out to the right. And they did this against Houston. So when they did this against Houston, I'm sitting there going, wow, the Giants, maybe they found it, because Eli had a great game in that game. They ran the ball effectively. They did a pretty good job. J.J. Watt got a sack in the second half, but for the most part, they did a pretty good job of limiting the pass rush. So I thought they found it, and then all of a sudden it's like, Pat Shermer was like, well, that worked. Let's get away from it. Like, they never rolled Eli out. They weren't running the ball. Barkley was getting, 5 carries in the first half, 14 carries. It's like, what the hell are you doing?
Right.
And then since the bye, it's like they're like, you know what? Maybe we do need to give the ball to Barkley on the ground.
Yeah, and the Cowboy game in particular, I think he only had 5 carries in the first half, and I was like, and that was ridiculous. And they got the game wasn't as close to the final score. I think they got a garbage time touchdown, but in the first half, you're still in the game, and they just completely abandoned the run. It's like they stopped them a few times and like, okay, now we're not going to run anymore. You can't do that, especially with an aging quarterback like Eli Manning.
Yeah, especially with a pass rush like Dallas, 200 offensive line, and we were only down a touchdown. As bad as we played in that first half, we were down 10-3.
Right,
and that's why I was screaming during the live stream, "Run the ball! How the hell is he only have 5 carries? It's not 28-3 where you got to throw it. It's 10-3. What the hell are we doing?"
Yeah.
So it's been extremely frustrating. I'm pretty sure most Giants fans, if not all, were screaming, "We need more of Saquon Barkley. We need more of Saquon Barkley. Why aren't we running the ball? Run the ball! Run the ball!" They finally run the ball, and we win. I mean, Eli Manning, I've said this, I think I said this last week with the 2 games. So every game we've lost, he's thrown more than 35 times.
Right.
And the 3 games he won, 29 attempts, 31, and then 18. So that tells you that Eli Manning needs to just be that guy. Don't put the team on your shoulders anymore. You're not a guy to throw the ball 40 times down the field.
Right.
Make smart throws, make the good throws. And again, let that offensive line and the running game do their thing. Use your play action and make your throws, and that's what he did.
And that's really what Eli, the first Super Bowl he won. That's really what he was too back then. I mean, I'll say this: a lot of people say Eli is probably just as good as he was the year that he won the first Super Bowl. I'll say that because he wasn't that good that year. I mean, you know what I'm saying? So and they had an effective year that year because of being able to run the football, and it set up the play action, and that's what they need to do. I mean, they're in a deep hole now, so this year is probably over. But had this started earlier, I think they could have had an effective year this year.
They could have, but again, he led the league in picks in 2007. But you got to remember, Tuck, OC when you're
yeah. No,
that's a big part scoring.
Of course.
Eli did have a bad season that year.
Yeah.
But when he got in the playoffs,
he stepped it up. He stepped it up. Yeah.
He ran the ball and he made throws. He didn't turn the ball over. I think he turned the ball over one time that whole playoff.
Yeah,
and it was on a
tip pass against New England. Yeah.
So,
and a lot of people forget about that drive against Dallas at the end of the first half.
Yes.
There was 54 seconds left, and he scored a touchdown from his own 20. A lot of people always forget about that drive. That may have been arguably the most important drive of that whole playoff run.
Absolutely. That was huge to get us back in the game. You know what I remember about that game? And I love it, man. I remember Brandon Jacobs scoring that touchdown in the fourth quarter and taking the ball and just bang off the time clock. And if you listen closely, you can hear the official go up to him and go, "Don't do that again."
Right.
I just remember him and I think it was Troy Aikman started cracking up in the booth. I always remember him spiking the ball off that time clock, like the play clock.
Yeah.
It always makes you laugh when I think of that game. That's the one thing that's that.
The thing that's saying that to me is Terrell Owens at the end of the game. That's not my quarterback. That's my quarterback. He's crying.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. All right, let's get back to the chat. UK, what's going on, my man? Thank you for tuning in the stream. G-Men409 is in the house. What is going on? By the way, guys, shout out some questions. I'd love to answer. Beth, what is going on? Thank you for tuning into the stream. By the way, any of my new subscribers, please check out Mr. Baddog if you haven't done it. Link is in the description. Giants O-line, protect Eli, no care. Yes, Sydney. I mean, yes, absolutely. That is the name of the game. That's how you win. That's 63. Yes, absolutely. That is what killed us. Yeah. If it wasn't for that, we're right in the race. If it wasn't for that at 4-6.
I know we would be right in the. My reaction to that was this right here. This is the reaction I had. I could not believe it.
Yeah.
Like they're doing this right. They're setting up, and I'm like, oh, they got to. I'm just doing the stream going. They got to throw a Hail Mary. Nah, they just got to stop and go to the end. And I'm like, what? They're kicking a field goal? How far is this field goal?
Right.
63 yards, and I'm like, you gotta be
kidding. And it happened to us last year too.
With Elliott,
yeah. Somebody hit a 60-something yarder.
Jake Elliott, 61 yarder.
Yeah.
How did Graham Goodnow do against the Lions?
I honestly don't know.
Did he miss 2 extra points? Come on.
That's the Giants' luck. That's the Giants' luck. All right, let's address the chat here. Timothy Anderson, what's going on, my man? I'm hoping we run the of course, we're all hoping they run the table, get the 9-7, get in the playoffs. If they get the 9-7, they're going to the playoffs. I think the Redskins are going to fall apart.
9-7 wins this division.
Yeah, 8-8 could with tiebreakers. I'll say that. I don't know if the Giants will hold them, but 8-8 could with tiebreakers. Giants will lose by a 7. LeBron, don't say that. I know you're a Cowboy fan. I think I saw that in Bad Dog's chat. Don't say that. Afghanistan, what's going on, my man? I still say the refs really screwed us in that Carolina.
Yes,
the whole game. And I never like to blame the referees, but yes, it was horrible.
They lose that game.
Horrible officiating.
Absolutely.
Looking at the NFC, Kid Blue, by the way, great giant YouTuber. Check him out if you haven't done it. Looking at the NFCs, I don't see many more wins for the Skins. Yeah, I'll say 2 wins. I saw your video today, by the way, Kid Blue. Great video, breaking down the whole playoff scenario for the Giants. At most, I see 2 wins, I think, for the Skins for the rest of the year with their schedule. With the banged-up Alex Smith. I still say it. 8-8, the Giants, they have to win all 3 division games.
Yes.
They have to win all 3 division games.
But they could. The Cowboys are going to be a tough one.
And the Bears, Trubisky's hurt. Maybe he doesn't play next week.
I just still don't like it.
No, I still don't like it. That pass rush is dangerous.
We'll worry about the Bears when we get to
let's beat the Eagles first. We're going to get into that in a couple of minutes.
Yeah, we'll talk about the Bears next week.
Yeah. Sam's got a question. Nelson's got a question for us. What's going on? He's just asking what's going on. What's going on, Nelson? Thank you for tuning into the stream. Sam says, could someone with a losing record... Yes, it's happened. The Seahawks did it. The 7-9 Seahawks. Remember,
I think the Rams did it too. I think the Rams won it. Or maybe that was the same year.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. Well, I could have swore the Rams won it too. When they were in St. Louis, I think the Rams won with a 7-9 record. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe
I don't know. The Seahawks definitely did it, and they won their first round playoff game against New Orleans. Yeah, that one year. Yeah. Bears. Yeah, the Bears got a good. Gusto, I'm gonna say this as a Saints fan. You shouldn't be scared of anybody if you're playing at home. That team is just. I can't see them losing if they're at home in the playoffs.
St. Louis. Listen to me, St. Louis. Yeah, New Orleans.
Yeah,
New Orleans is the Alabama of the NFL.
Yeah,
that's what I think. They're the class of the NFL. There's them, and then there's everybody else.
The crazy thing is, we stuck with them. I mean, the final score wasn't indicative of we were with them that whole game. Of course, it was in New York though, but
right.
Yeah,
we went out to a 7-0 lead, and I streamed that game, and one of that stream will tell you that I was ranting for about a half an hour. because they didn't switch over from that Texans-Colts game. I had to watch the Texans-Colts go through overtime before they put the Giants game on TV.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I remember that. Everyone was complaining about that. That wasn't in the New York area. Yeah. That's right. That's like, you know what that reminds me of? The NBA Finals with the Knicks with the OJ car chase.
Oh God, don't remind me. Don't remind me of that.
What's going on? By the way, happy Thanksgiving. Whoever's just jumped in the chat, I hope you guys have a happy Thanksgiving. Panthers. I'm just trying to read if there's any questions here. Panthers did before a couple of years ago 7-8-1. I'm sure they did. I don't remember, but yeah, it's happened a few
Panthers,
times.
yes, they did. Yep.
Yeah. Goose says if we play Chicago in January, that's scary. If it's in Chicago, it's not going to be in Chicago though.
No,
Goose. You're gonna be home for that game. Cowboys 6-5. Redskins. Yeah, that's a good question. Who are you rooting for this week? Tomorrow, the Cowboys or the Redskins?
Rooting for the Redskins.
You really? Even though we're 3 games back, because you think the Redskins will just fall apart.
I don't think the Redskins. I don't think with Colt McCoy and all those injuries that they can win a lot. They do have the easiest schedule. I mean, the Cowboys still have to play the Saints,
right?
And I forgot who else they have. They have another tough team. But yeah, I think the Redskins are more beatable for us than the Cowboys,
right?
Honestly, so I would like the Redskins to win that game because I do think the Redskins are going to fall back to the pack. I think the injuries are going to catch up with them. I don't see the Redskins beating the Cowboys. I think the Cowboys are on a roll right now, and they're at home. It's Thanksgiving, but Colt McCoy does really well there, so it's a division game. Who knows? But I think Dallas is going to win. But I'd be rooting for the Redskins myself.
Yeah, I think Dallas. I honestly don't know who to root for because that's tough. Because we played Dallas the last game of the year, so part of me is like, if we have the tie, I don't know. I know what the tiebreaker is going to be. It's going to be first. It's head-to-head, which at that point the Giants are going to need to win that game. So it would be a split. It would be a split. And then it would be divisional record. Obviously, the Giants are 0-3 in division, but for them to make it, they end up 3-3. So I don't know. I'd have to look at the scenarios with that, but I honestly don't know what to root for tomorrow. I've not, I just want to see. Maybe a tie.
Can they both lose?
Yeah,
that would help.
Yeah. Nick's win is right, Sean. Thank you for Tam. Hell yeah, man. You have a happy Thanksgiving, my man. Score prediction for Sunday. Okay, I didn't do my prediction video. I'm gonna hope to have it up tomorrow. We'll see. Thanksgiving, I'll definitely have it up by Friday. But I'm going to give you my score prediction. I'm going to say with all the injuries that the Eagles have, and they have a ton of injuries, I think the Giants, with the momentum, are going to pull out a close game. I'm going to go 24-23 Giants in Philly. What about you?
I got a little more high scoring. Neither one of these defenses is very good.
Right.
I got the Giants winning a close one, 31-27.
I'll take.
Man.
As always, I'll take 2-0. Just get a win. I don't care.
I don't care how we win. Just get a damn W.
Just get a W. G-Men going to lose. What's going on, Goodfellow? Thank you for tuning in the stream. No. We're not losing, Goodfellow. Don't say that. I'm gonna leave now. I gotta go to Happy Thanksgiving. Thank you for tuning in, Samba.
Happy Thanksgiving, Sam Deb.
Am I a fan of the Thanksgiving parade, Nelson asks? Actually, I've gone to the Thanksgiving parade a couple of times. I haven't gone in a few years. But yeah, I've been there. Who's not? I mean, if you're an American, how are you not a fan of the Thanksgiving parade, right?
Yeah.
You ever been to the Thanksgiving parade?
No, I can't say I have.
Yeah. Let's see what we got here.
Too big of a crowd, man. Baddog don't like big crowds.
Unless it's at MetLife Stadium, right?
Yeah, that's a different story. Everyone's got their own seat. I ain't got to worry about nothing there.
Right.
Well, I shouldn't say that, but yeah.
Score, we just answered that, William. I said 24-23 Giants. Baddog said 31-27. Joe Lutz says 28-24. I'll take it.
Yeah.
Kid Blue, you sound like Cynthia.
Yeah, she always says 24. Yes, Kid Blue. She always says 24-23. I swear to God, that's like half of her games are 24-23. He nailed it.
What it is, I don't even know who that is. Who is that?
She's just a chick that predicts games on NFL Network, and I just happened to catch it one day.
Yeah.
And because I don't really watch it, and I'm watching her, and I'm like, damn, how many games is this chick to be 24-23? And then I went back on there like maybe a week later because I'm just looking for news, updates, trades, because everyone's talking about Le'Veon Bell. This is by the trade deadline. I'm checking out everything. And again, the girl's on there again, and she's like 6 games of 24-23. I'm like, what the hell is this woman talking about? How many games actually end at 24-23? Yeah, not many, but she's got like half of them a week are going to end 24-20. I'm like, all right.
That's pretty funny. I hate that. Johnny, thank you for tuning into the stream. We beat the Eagles 53-3, Ty Wayne says. From your lips to God's ears. How many carries will Saquon have on Sunday? I'm going to say 23. I'm going to go with 23. I want 25, but I'm going to say 23.
I'm going with the number on his back.
26. I like
26.
it. I'll take
26 carries for 26.
20, as long as he has 20. 20 or more, that's the key number for me. The more, the better, but at least 20.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but Goodfellas says 27-20 Eagles win. I think we can win, but our defense has to be better. I agree with that, Afghanistan. Well, the defense, as I said earlier, the defense did create a lot of turnovers, but yes, we need to get more pressure on the quarterback. And for me, the biggest disappointment was the run defense, as I alluded to, because they gave up 5.3 yards a carry to a team that's averaging 3.5. So that was a big disparity.
I like Danny Isaac's comment up there. Eagles are trash, 30-15. I just like the Eagles are trash. That is absolutely you can't really put it any better than that. Eagles are trash. We're going to beat them. I'm so sick of losing to this damn team.
Yeah.
They make me so mad.
Yeah.
I can't
freaking
hate the Eagles with a passion.
To me right now,
Giants.
To me going into this game, obviously we're all hoping they go on the run, they get to 9-7, they make the playoffs. But to me, this is our Super Bowl this year.
It is.
Win this game, end this team season. I'm sick of losing to the Philadelphia Eagles, and they embarrassed us like 3 or 4 weeks ago. So I if they don't win another game this year, win this one.
Yeah. I don't know why the NFL keeps putting us against the Eagles on Thursday. They never win, and they get blown out every damn time.
Yeah.
So I'm going to give a call to Roger Goodell and say, stop scheduling that damn game because I'm sick of that crap. Roger Goodell's taking my calls all the time.
All right, let's see what we got here. I respect you guys, great video makers, but we own your team. You do own our team. I can't lie about that. But we are due. Most entertaining man on YouTube, Dog Tag. I don't know if you're talking about me or Baddog, but I think he's the most. So if you haven't subscribed to Baddog, sub him up.
Was that an air horn that just went off?
Yeah, I actually live right off the 247.
Okay.
Yeah, so you'll hear traffic from time to time.
I got you. I thought the shot clock went off. I didn't know what happened.
By the way, Knicks won tonight, huh?
I know they did. Who would have thought?
In Boston.
Stop streaming. I know. You got to stop streaming them.
Yeah. That was crazy. I couldn't believe it. I got home, I saw the score. I was like, you got to be kidding me.
They were updating me. Yeah, they were updating me in the live stream I just did before this when they're like, Baddog, they're blowing the Celtics out. I'm like, they are? I'm like, oh, my God. Because I'm thinking, don't even bother.
Right.
Of course, that's the game they win.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it. Kevo, what is going on? Kevo, by the way, he's a new YouTuber. Check him out as well. I always like anybody who comes to my stream, I always like to help him out, just like Baddog does. I agree. I appreciate that, G-Man409. You're the best, G-Man. G-Man always tunes into all my live streams, whether it's on this channel, the new channel I'm trying to start. He's great. I always see him in your streams
always
as well.
In there. A lot of these guys are in my chat. And as I always say, man, same with you. I mean, we love doing this, and you guys definitely make this a lot of fun for us, man, without a doubt. We love being able to interact with you, talk Giants.
Yeah.
Even if there's Eagle fans and you're saying we're going to lose, it's all good. That's what we want, though. I mean, that's what it's all about, and it's a little playful trash talk, never hurt anybody.
Yeah,
so, we really appreciate you guys tuning in.
Yeah, I mean, without I always say it, without you guys, I there's no point in me doing this. Exactly. I love doing it, but if nobody's watching my videos, what's the point? So, you guys mean the world to me. What's going on, Andy Garcia? Are you the actor, Andy Garcia? I'm just curious. Thank you for tuning into the stream. John Stone says Giants lost to the Saints, but the Eagles lost to the Saints was so fun. Yeah, I mean, John, they got blown out, and I expected that. The way the Saints have been playing, and with the injuries to the Eagles, I don't know if what was it, 45-7?
48-7, yeah.
48, yeah. I don't know if I expected that much, but if I was gambling on that game, I would have taken whatever. I don't care what the spread was. I would have taken the Saints in that game.
That also brought this to my face. 48-7 was kind of fun because the Eagles have embarrassed us so many times. So even if we couldn't be the ones to embarrass them, it was fun watching them get just the tar beat out of them. I really enjoyed it. I was just sitting back, cold beer, just going, this is a thing of beauty. I'm loving the Giants won already, and the Eagles are getting smoked. It was great.
Yeah, you can't be. Well, that's the second best thing to a Giants win. Steven Pazienza, what is going on, Steve? Thank you for tuning into the stream. Happy Thanksgiving to you, Steve.
Steven, good fella, man. Thank you so much for that. I'm ready for our Sooners to win on Saturday night. Or it's Friday night, brother. They play Friday night against West Virginia. It's not Saturday this time. It's Friday night. Friday night, baby. Big 12 championship on the line. Boomer!
You guys are still in the hunt, right, for the playoffs?
Yeah, we would need Alabama to beat Georgia.
Okay.
We need Ohio State to beat Michigan, and we got to win out. That's how we get in.
Because Notre Dame could good.
They could lose
to USC, right? They probably won't, but they could. It's on the road.
The way they just handled Syracuse, I don't think Notre Dame's.
Yeah, I'm a Notre Dame fan, so I'm rooting for them. I don't
think their USC probably not happening. But stranger things happen. I mean, Maryland almost beat Ohio State, so who the hell? And Kansas ripped up for 40 points. So who the hell knows what goes on?
You never know. That's the beauty of sports. Did you see Nitro Freak? I didn't. I don't know if you did. Nitro Freak's reaction to that game. I guess.
No, I didn't see it either. I didn't see it. No.
Yeah. Let's see.
So you got a lot of Sooner fans in here, which I love. I got a lot of Sooner fans in my chat, which I love. There's like Cowboy fans, but they're Sooner fans, so we get along on one aspect.
William Watson asks, stats for Odell on Sunday. I'll start with that. With this banged up secondary of the Eagles, I think Odell goes for a big game. I really think Eli's gonna have another good game because I think they're gonna establish the run like they did last time they played the Eagles, and I think it will set up the play action pass. And I see Eli throwing for about 270, 280 with that banged up secondary. And I think Odell will go for over 100 with at least one score.
Yeah, I was going to say, we're going to give I'll give Odell Beckham 8 for 112 and a touchdown.
Yeah, that's about what I'd have.
This is the thing we have to do. The whole reason the Eagles have been able to own us the way they have in the past decade and own Eli, I mean, it's really been Eli. They have had Eli's numbers. The Vikings have had Eli's number too, which is weird. We don't play the Vikings that often, but when we play the Vikings, they seem to kick our ass pretty handedly. The Eagles have always gotten to Eli Manning and forced turnovers. Constantly forced him to throw picks, strip sack, fumble, just sack after sack. They just get there. They get there. They make him throw it early. They hit his arm. They make him throw inaccurately. If we're going to win, Barkley's very important, but they have got to protect Eli Manning.
Of course.
If Eli Manning is getting rushed, we are going to lose. This offensive line needs to do what it's done the last 2 weeks and just protect. Give him a pocket to step up and do it. And I want to see Shermer do what he's been doing. Play action pass, roll Eli Manning right away from the pressure. We got to get him out of that damn place, especially if they're getting to him early. We got to roll him out, get him the hell away from the pressure. If we protect Eli, we win because if he has time to diagnose and just dissect that secondary, you got Sterling Shepard and you got Corey Coleman, who's been huge for us.
Oh, yeah.
On special teams, and he's a really talented receiver. And then, of course, you got Beckham, and you could have Barkley going out in the pass patterns, too. I mean, there's a lot of weapons. But Eli Manning's got to have time to survey, and he's got to have time to locate these guys downfield. We do that, we win.
Yeah, I have a subscriber. His name's Anthony Marchuka. He's not here, but he was saying that from, like, the beginning of the season, that the Giants, what you mentioned with the play-action rollout, the Giants were never, the first 3 or 4 games, Eli was constantly in the shotgun. And now, now you've seen him come a lot more under center, and they have used that play-action rollout a lot more, and it's been effective.
Yeah. I just see a question up there. John Stone says, yo, Baddog, did you go to Oklahoma with Sterling Shepard? Well, first of all, I am flattered that you would think I was that young because I am old enough to be Sterling Shepard's father. But no, I never went to Oklahoma. A lot of people ask me why I root for the Sooners being from New York. I watched college football for years, never really had a team. I watched a couple Sooners games back in 2005. I fell in love with Adrian Peterson. I said, I just want to watch Adrian Peterson. I want to watch this kid run. This kid is special. This kid is ridiculous. And I said, since I'm watching the Sooners every week, I might as well just root for the Sooners because I was rooting for them anyway.
Right.
And I just kind of said, that's going to be my college team. But yeah, I'm thank you for thinking that I went there. Way older than Phil Shepard.
My favorite college player of all time is I love Baker Mayfield. And I wish he was I love him, but I love watching him in college. I love everything about him, and I'm sure you do too as a Sooner fan.
Absolutely, yeah. Money Mayfield. Love him, but I'm very happy with Saquon Barkley.
Of course.
I went out and bought the throwback color rush jersey. I don't buy jerseys.
Yeah.
I had to have me a 26. I had to.
He's great.
I said, I love Saquon Barkley. No homo. I love Saquon Barkley. No, he is the man.
He is like, when you think New York Giant, when I think New York Giant, I think of someone like Eli Manning, and he reminds me of Eli Manning. He's a guy that just does his job. He's not about the flaunting and this and that's what I love about Saquon Barkley. He's a man. He does a job. That's it. Yep. End of story. And that's what I love about him. He's a leader, and he's just out of this world in terms of talent. He's ton
of talent, mature beyond his years.
Yeah.
And after that Eagles game, and they talked about you broke the record or you were 1 yard. He said, I don't care about stats. I care about winning.
Yeah.
To me, that's your leader. Exactly. That's a leader.
Yeah.
That's leading by example.
Yeah.
I don't give a damn about my stats. I want to win.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
I'm on board with him. I love his character and again, the talent. It's unbelievable.
Let's get back to the chat. Larry Johnson and LeVar. Okay, we're talking basketball there. But I did love. Well, no, Larry Johnson. Oh no, we're talking about the football player Larry Johnson. I'm sorry. Okay, yeah, I was thinking LJ that played at UNLV. If I'm not mistaken, Baddog has a son the same age or younger than Sterling.
I don't know. How old is Sterling Shepard?
He's got to be like 23, 24.
All right, my kid's older then.
Oh yeah.
I have an older kid. Yes.
Oh wow. You look good for your age.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for that.
People say that to me. I always say, can you just get the last part of that statement out? Can't you say you look good? Why you gotta say you look good for your age?
Anyone know how Flowers is doing in Jacksonville? I wouldn't imagine very good. I don't watch too many Jacksonville games, but I wouldn't imagine very good.
I think he started this past week. I don't know how he did. They lost again.
Yeah.
But
they actually played pretty well, right? They took the Steelers to the limit there. I didn't expect
defense
that.
played well, and then they gave it up at the end.
Yeah.
Offense still struggled though.
Yeah. We need He's still spoken. He's well. Yeah, exactly. Afghanistan. He's everything you want in a football player. How could the Giants make the playoffs? Win now on, or squad. The way the Giants can make the playoffs, that the easiest way is win out. It's possible at 8-8, but they absolutely have to win all 3 divisional games no matter what. That's without any doubt. They have to win all 3 division games, and maybe there's a chance if they win 2 out of the 3 between the Colts, the Titans, and the Bears, they'd have a chance to get in. But if they win out, they will make the playoffs.
Yeah, well, winning out's going to be difficult. But like I said, people have been asking about this. Odell Beckham said 8 in a row. You want 2. One at a time.
Yeah, exactly.
That's all you get, one at a time.
Yeah, we can't get it. To me, you can't. To me, for me to get excited, I'm always excited. I'm a fan, right? I'm always hoping the best thing happens. But for me to realistically think that this could actually happen, you got to get past the Bear game. If you're 5 if you're 5-7 after that Bear game, and then I see, okay, we got a weakened Redskins team, we got a Titans team that's up and down, they're hit or miss. The Colts are gonna be tough. The Colts are a good football team. They're playing good. And I think they could beat the Cowboys at home. I really do. Even though they're playing better, I would give the Giants a chance in that game.
Yeah, I think the Bears are the toughest team we can play the rest of the year.
Yeah, and I actually think the Colts are the second toughest.
Yeah, our offensive line is not. It's played well the last 2 weeks, but it hasn't been the Bears.
Yeah,
and they remind me of the '86 Giants. That linebacker core, man, Roquan Smith, Leonard Floyd, we didn't get. Danny Trevathan, who I wanted to sign in free agency, and then of course, I said this in my stream the other night. Khalil Mack, my God, again, probably the closest thing I've seen to LT since LT.
Yeah, he is.
Not close to LT, but the closest to him.
Yeah, no, he is. Another guy before with the steroids and his career broke down very quickly. Merriman was similar. Well, not nearly as good, but that type of player, that outside linebacker, that would, great pass rusher.
That was our pick. We gave him up.
Yes.
That was our pick. Yeah.
Rivers and Merriman, right? Is it me or did Baddog drink one too many beers?
I haven't had one beer tonight. Not one.
And neither have I, and I always have beers. I'm trying to be sober. Will Saquon have a better career than Tiki as long as he doesn't get hurt? Yes, I think so. And Tiki was great. But Saquon's better. To me, I would be shocked if he's not better than Tiki.
But just to answer Maddox's question, if I drink, I get very subdued. So this is just natural energy. That's all it is. The beer would have me like this. Hey, I'd be like Joe Namath as soon as he called me. I'd be like, I want to kiss you. That's what it would be. I didn't have any beer tonight.
That was great. That I remember watching that on Monday Night Football. That was great.
They always ask me to do that in my live streams, like Baddog, Susie Culver. I do it every time.
Let's go. Cameron, what's going on? Thank you for tuning in the live stream. Kid Blue, Titans don't match up well with the. Yeah, that's a good point. They're able to run the ball pretty tough, and the Giants' run defense is a weakness. But the Colts, that's why I made it short, because now that I'm doing my joint channel, I'm looking at all the teams, their stats. I was shocked to find the Colts have surrendered the second fewest sacks in football, and Andrew Luck has the third most pass attempts. That was crazy to me, because the Colts, before this year, were known of having a poor offensive line. And this year, bringing in Nelson, I guess Costanzo, I think he was an early pick there. they might have the best offensive line in the sport, and they've gotten a lot better since Marlon Mack came back. They've run the ball a lot more. They've become a much more balanced offense. So I'm actually really worried about that Colt game.
And, of course, they got T.Y. Hilton, who can stretch any defense.
Yeah.
So T.Y. Hilton's another problem. And Eric Ebron's had a breakout
nine touchdowns he's got.
So, I mean, they are a very underrated team that is just kind of flying under the radar. But I think they might have got noticed with the ass whooping they put on the Titans this past week. So, it's going to be a tough game.
And Andrew Luck he's back. Yeah. Andrew Luck is back. Yeah.
Definitely. Comeback player of the year, in my opinion.
Good fellow. Good fellow always says I look like Pee Wee Herman, so he wants me to do a Pee Wee Herman impression. I don't even know how to do that. I think I've seen him like 3 times. I can't even do an impression.
No, it's just a little. I can't.
That's right. The funny laugh. I can't even do it. Landon needs to know when to drop back into. Collins is. Yeah, I mean. That's always been a weakness of Landon Collins. I will say that. He's a very good tackler. He makes big plays, but he's always been weak in pass coverage. Yeah,
the closer he gets to the line of scrimmage, the better he plays. That's why I always say make him into a Dion Buchanan type of player, that hybrid linebacker safety.
The money backer.
He's a small linebacker, but my God, he always plays well near the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, he makes a ton of big plays.
He struggles. Look at what George Kittle did to him. George Kittle ate his lunch, and then went and ate his mother's lunch.
Yeah.
So he struggled against George Kittle. I mean, it was bad. It was embarrassing what George Kittle did to Landon Collins.
Yeah, and that's something you got to worry about going forward. I don't know about so much that. Well, Wentz could tear up a defense. So
Yes.
Now let's speak about that. What would be your strategy against this offense? What would be your strategy going into the game? Now, I know the running backs are banged up, but I'm more worried about the passing game against the Eagles. What would be your strategy? Obviously, they got Ertz as a weapon. They have some weapons with Tate now there, and Jeffrey, Ertz. What would be your strategy there?
God, Ertz, man, that guy is so good.
Yeah,
he is the one that scares me more than anyone on the Eagles.
Yeah.
Golden Tate hasn't really. He's got to build chemistry with them still, and I don't think he's there yet. The receivers don't really scare me. Definitely Zach Ertz scares me, but again, I don't know how the hell we're going to do it. Yeah. We've got to find a way to just put pressure on Wentz. I mean, if it's blitzing, if it's bringing a safety blitz, if it's bringing a corner blitz, if it's bringing Lorenzo Carter on a blitz, whatever the hell we have to do. We can't just sit back and let Carson Wentz just stand there all day and locate because our secondary is weak.
Right.
So obviously he'll be able to find it. So I don't worry about their running game so much. Josh Adams is a nice player, but I mean, is he a number 1 back?
No.
Corey Clement's not good. Wendell Smallwood's not good. Running game don't really concern me. Carson Wentz and Zach Ertz are the ones that worry me more than anything. I don't know how you take Zach Ertz out of a game. But if there's any way to do it, I mean, if you've got to double cover a tight end, I would take my chances double covering a tight end. I would take my chances putting a cornerback on Zach Ertz. Zach Ertz is their biggest weapon.
Yeah, no, he's definitely their biggest weapon. And I would give Tate similar to what I said last week. I would take a bend but don't break approach. I would give them the yards between 20 to 20 because I don't think this defense is good enough. They have to hold him to 3. That's the key to this game.
Yep.
I would give Tate the throws underneath. I don't want to get beat by Ertz over the top. I don't want to get beat by Jeffrey on the deep ball. Give them the yards 20 to 20 and then get tough like they did last week on a few drives against Tampa Bay.
The problem is inside of 20. That's where Zach Ertz shines.
That's
his territory.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
That's where O.J. Howard's having a nice year. He's not Zach Ertz. And Zach Ertz is just – I mean, he could be the best tight end in the league. He is definitely up there with Travis.
I think he is. I'm trying to think. It's either him. I mean, Kittle's been great this year, but I think it's him. I mean, he's unbelievable, Zach Ertz.
He is unbelievable.
You got Kelsey, of course. Gronkowski's always hurt.
Yeah, he's always hurt. I don't even consider him anymore, but Ertz is damn good.
Yeah. Let's take a look here. Put Michael Thomas on Zach Ertz. That's what Ty Williams says. He would put Michael Thomas on Zach Ertz.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. Good tight ends always kill the Giants. Yeah, good tight ends and mobile quarterbacks always kill the Giants.
Yes,
and that's one good thing that we don't got. Not that I'm happy that he's coming off an injury, but he hasn't run nearly as much this year, Wentz, so we don't really have to worry about that facet of his game.
Right.
Yeah, coming off the injury.
But the Eagles' offensive line has not been good this year. I noticed this against Cleveland in preseason. when I did the game, because I was streaming, I was kind of messing around, just kind of working on streaming games at that time. And I remember watching that. And Chargers talking it up to preseason and not having a lot of chemistry. But I told Eagle fans after that, I'm like, I'm being a little worried about your offensive line. It really don't look good. And it hasn't played well at all this year. I mean, they've given up a lot of pressure. They've given up a lot of sacks.
Yeah.
And it's last year that was not the case. So, like I said, we somehow got to take Ertz out.
Yeah, well, they're not near the same. Last year, they were known for. I think they had the best time of possession in football last year. They pounded the ball more than anybody in the league. I got to go look back this, but I remember from my first preview video, I think they ran the ball over 30 times in like 13 of their 16 games. It was something ridiculous.
Yeah.
And they're not the same team this year. They have not been able to establish the run. They have not stuffed the run nearly as well as they did last year. They're just not the same team. And some of that could be attributed to injuries, but they're just not the same team. They lost some players. They're very beatable. I really believe that. I think they are very beatable.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, I don't remember the last time I picked the Giants to beat the Eagles in a game.
Yeah.
But I'm picking them this week because I really do. I feel like the Giants have actually found something on the offensive line. And I remember last year that, I mean, again, they killed us the first week or the first game this year. But I remember last year, Eli Manning threw for 450 and 3 touchdowns. And Sterling Shepard kills the Eagles. I mean, I don't think he had a good game the last time, but you look at Sterling Shepard's numbers against the Eagles, he kills them. He is a big player against the Eagles.
Well, that game you're referring to, if I remember correctly, I think the Giants didn't lose the turnover battle, which was crazy to me. They outgained them by I think 150 yards, and they found a way to lose that game.
Yep.
Yeah. So
turnovers.
Yeah, I don't even know.
Turnovers.
I have to look. Maybe they did turn it over. I don't remember. I don't think they even turned it over. I think.
Oh, no! You know why we lost that game? Because we always find the dumbest ways to lose to the Eagles. Yes. Blocked extra point, blocked field goal, blocked punt.
Yeah.
They blocked 3 kicks. That's what it was.
Yeah. Well, which might as well be a turnover. That might as well. Yeah.
3 blocked kick, and I think Rosas missed an extra point. So it was just we lost 34-29. Yeah.
Jesus
yeah, that's
Christ.
how we lost that game.
Oh God. Let's take a quick look here at the chat. Our D-line beat them up bad. Granted, it was preseason, but still. Michael Vincent is typing in some kind of different language. John Stone, I predicted the Eagles would have problems this year. So did I, John Stone, coming into the year. I knew they would take a step back. I didn't think they'd be this bad, but I thought they'd come back to like a 9-7 type team because last year, and I'm biased. I'll admit that I'm a Giant fan, but last year they played such a soft schedule, and they if you look at it, I think they only beat 2 playoff teams in the regular season, and the whole division just fell apart. Obviously, the Giants had all the injuries. The Cowboys with the Zeke suspension never got back into form. Right. Everything just fell right for them. Of course, Wentz got hurt. I won't say everything fell right for them, and they were able to overcome that, so they deserve a lot of credit for that. And they were able to avoid the Saints in the playoffs, which I think we've said before, which was huge for them.
Yeah, well, I can't say that I predicted. I thought the Eagles would be the class of this division. I thought the Eagles would roll. I thought this division couldn't hang with the Eagles. Yeah. I figured the Eagles would be 12-4. I thought Wentz coming back. They get everybody healthy back. They were really good last year. But again, when I saw them play Cleveland, I started to wonder about their offensive line. And as Giants fans, we know you don't have a good offensive line, you don't have a good offense. Right. And that kind of rose a little red flags. They beat Atlanta, but they beat them ugly. Then they went on to lose the next 2 games. I believe they lost their next 2 games, and they've never been in sync. They've looked completely disjointed this year on offense, and defense are definitely not as dominant as they were last year. And again, that could easily be for the fact that you talked about it earlier that they led the league in time of possession last year, and they're not this year.
Yeah,
time of possession can change a defense. I mean, it makes an average defense look great.
Yeah,
it makes a bad defense look average.
Yeah, of course.
It makes a great defense elite. So the time of possession is so huge. That's why Dallas's defense was so good in 2016. The defense really wasn't that good. It's good now.
Yeah.
2016, they really weren't that good, but because they held the ball so damn long and were well rested,
they're fresh.
They made them a lot better. The less they're on the field, the less they can get exposed.
Right.
I think that's a big reason why the Eagles' defense is falling apart this year.
I agree with you. I completely agree with you. Andre B. Cookin, what's going on, my man? Have a happy Thanksgiving, by the way, Andre B. Cookin. It's going to be Thanksgiving in a little over an hour. Again, I want to thank everybody for tuning into the stream. It's been great. You guys, you kept it active. I've had a great time talking with Baddog. If you haven't checked out his channel, please check it out. Hit that sub button. And if you guys could, please hit that thumbs up. It does help me. Bye. Good. Have a good night, Cameron. Thank you for tuning in.
I should do that. Here we go. Hit that thumbs up. There we go.
The division is still up for grabs. The Eagles need to... Yeah, good fellow. I agree with you. The division is still up for grabs. I mean, you're a game behind the Cowboys, who I think... Obviously, the Redskins are in the lead, and the Redskins obviously still have a good chance. They're in the lead. But I think right now, I think most people probably would value the Cowboys as the favorite. But you're a game behind the Cowboys. So, yes, the Eagles are still very much in it.
Oh, God, yeah.
Yeah. And I think they play the Redskins the following week, if I'm not mistaken. So if they
still have to play the Redskins twice, the Eagles do.
Yeah, so if they beat the Giants, they're right in it. Hopefully they don't, but yes.
Right.
Yeah. But let's see what we say. I agree with you. I think the Redskins will. Smith was a huge part to that team because he gave them an identity. They became a team that was a smash-mouth team that didn't turn over the football. Yep. It's going to be a lot different with McCoy. I really do think that. Because Smith, he is a game manager. He is limited, but he's the best game manager I think I've ever seen. That guy is so efficient.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't make mistakes, and that's how you win football games. Turnover is such a huge deal, so he may not throw the ball 70 yards down the field, but we talk about this, as we're both huge baseball fans. You don't need a rocket arm to win in the NFL. You need to be accurate. It's just like a dude throwing 100 miles an hour. You throw 100 miles an hour straight and have no control of your off-speed pitches, you're getting rocked.
Yeah,
you can throw 90 miles an hour, change speeds, and hit corners and be very effective.
You don't even got to throw 90. Remember Bartolo Colon on the Mets? He was throwing 84, and he had like a 3.6 ERA because he knew how to locate.
That guy's still around pitching.
Yeah.
He was like 1 million years old. He's still pitching. You know what I mean? I think he was at the Last Supper. The dude is still pitching, for crying out loud.
It's crazy to me that guy still pitches as much as he weighs. But let's see what we hear. As Giants fans, we need the Cowboys to win tomorrow. Baddog said he's rooting for a Redskin win. I'm up in the air. I don't know what to root for. I really don't. Yeah, Crazy Dog. I'm looking forward to that too. Just to have 3 good. The Saints game I think will be a blowout, but it'll be a fun game to watch.
Yeah, well, I plan on streaming that one, so it should be fun. But I do like that we have 3 divisional games.
Yeah.
NFC East, NFC South. I like that. I like when they have those rivalry games. But yeah, I think the Saints they should roll.
I'll tell you, the Lions-Bears game, I think is going to be... I actually picked the Lions. I think that game is going to be a lot better than people think because since Snacks has come over there, they really have done a good job at stuffing the run. If you look at last week, they held Carolina to 57 yards on the ground. So I think the Lions got a good shot at home on Thanksgiving tomorrow.
Also, you got to remember, the Bears are coming off a huge win against the Vikings, and this is what you call your classic trap game.
I know Trubisky.
After a huge game, they have a letdown.
Yeah.
I still don't think the Bears lose. Their defense is... But if Trubisky's not playing,
That's what I heard. He's not playing.
Okay, so that makes a difference, but God, their defense is so... Their defense could score 7... they could score 7.7 on the field goal, win a low-scoring game. I just love their defense.
No, their defense is the best in the league. It's top-notch. Khalil Mack made a world of a difference for that. I still can't believe the Raiders traded him. But, I mean, I guess I get what the Raiders are doing because they probably saw no future there. They're tanking, but I don't know. That's tough to give up on a player like that when he's 27, 28 years old.
Yeah.
I mean, he's so good. Goose, great one. Greg Maddox didn't throw hard. He never threw more than 91, 92. Can you believe how good Prince Amukamara is playing? To be honest with you, I don't watch him every week. I wouldn't be able to tell you. To be honest with you, I wouldn't be able to tell you.
I couldn't tell you.
But I mean, he's part of a very good defense. So yeah. Let's see here. That might be helping him too. Whenever you have other great defensive players around you, it helps you a lot.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. Let's see what we got here. Week 17 for the division, G-Man. I hope so. What a game that would be. And we remember a lot of... I mean, of course, the Week 17 battle against the Cowboys, the year we won the Super Bowl. What a classic game that was. Oh, my God. With the that was back and forth.
Cruz balled out. And, I can remember we got up to a big lead. Cowboys made it close. Then we pulled away. I think we won 31-14. And I remember telling my wife watching that game, I'm pretty sure we won 31-14. Don't quote me on that, but it was something like that. And this was like 2 minutes ago, and the Cowboys are, they're just going through the motions. And I tell my wife, I go, I just want to see Tony Romo get decleated. I want to see him just get ripped. Sure enough, there goes Justin Tuck. Kapow! Knock him out. Like, now it's complete. Because I didn't enjoy seeing any quarterback get sacked more than I liked watching Romo get sacked.
Yeah.
It didn't matter what team it was.
Yeah.
Romo get sacked and Joe. Yeah, that's right. Tony Romo.
Yeah,
I hated him.
Yeah, he used to kill us. McNabb used to kill us, too. McNabb, I remember, I could not stand.
McNabb made me sick. I hated John McNabb.
Yeah. Great quarterback, but he always used to kill us.
Good old Buck McNabb.
Jaquan says the Giants should be 5-5. I mean, yeah, well, they could. Of course, they should have won that Carolina game. Yeah. And they were close in the Jaguar game. They've been close in a number of games. They could. Yes, I agree. They could easily be 5-5.
Yeah, definitely should be 4-6.
Yeah.
That's the freak of whatever.
Well, the Falcons game. Well, no, they kind of scored a garbage time touchdown there to keep it close, right?
Shermer should have done things differently though in that
game. Yeah. They didn't.
You were in that game, yes.
Yes. Could. The shocker for me was the Cowboys winning in Philly. I did not see that coming. Yeah, neither did I. I thought the Eagles going into that game were going to blow them out, and that might be, unfortunately, that may be the turning point for Dallas this year. That game
could be the week before they got blown out by the Texans. The Texans made them look foolish.
Yeah,
and I'm like, Dallas is falling apart. They're not running the ball. They're doing this and that. The Eagles, I think they just won or they were on a winning streak, and I'm like, Dallas ain't going to score. Dallas ain't going to do anything against them. It's in Philly. The Eagles are going to win that game easy, and that just shows you any given Sunday, man. You never know what the hell is going to happen.
Yeah.
Never know.
Yeah. And how impressive, I mean, at the time when they beat the Texans, the Giants, you would have said, that's what's so funny about the NFL. Because when we beat the Texans, it was like, okay, we just beat, I think they were 0-2 at the time, we made them 0-3, and you were like, all right, it's not that impressive a win. But now, if the Giants played the Texans now, the Texans would probably blow them out. It's a lot of the NFL has to do with when you catch a team. You know?
It really does.
Yeah, it's a big part of it.
Before the season, when I did the prediction video with Sports Fury, I had us going 9-7. That obviously isn't happening, but well, it could, but it'd be a miracle. But I had the Texans blowing us out. I said that game ain't gonna be close. They're gonna beat us by 3 touchdowns. I don't like the matchup. Deshaun Watson, Will Fuller, DeAndre Hopkins, Lamar Miller, J.J. Watt, Davian Cline. I said we're gonna get killed.
Yeah. Especially with our, I said the same thing in my preview video because with our secondary, I didn't think there was any chance we'd be able to match up with those wide receivers. Yeah,
great job.
Yeah, that game was a shocker. I just want to embarrass the Eagles and Andre B. Cookin. As I said earlier, I don't know if you were in the stream. I said to me, and of course we're all hoping they make the playoffs, but to me this is our Super Bowl. Beat this team. I'm sick of losing this team. And if we could end their season, I would have a smile like Baddog does in all of his videos, ear to ear. You know, that would make my year.
Oh yeah, definitely. Well, again, because the Eagle fans talk so much crap about us.
Yeah.
Just let us have one, just so we can go. Yeah, you have the same record we do.
Yeah. You
have the same record.
Yeah, and we would end their season. I mean, if we won. So I want to thank the Saints for giving us the opportunity to do that.
We knew the Saints would do that.
Yeah,
Saints do that to every team in this division.
Yeah, the Saints are ridiculous. They really are.
They are.
John, actually, it's 12 times versus McNabb was in 2007. The Knicks win. Yeah, Ibrahim, shocker tonight. Shocker tonight with the Knicks. I did not see that coming.
Absolutely. I think Wilson's talking about the game where OC Junior had 6 sacks against King Dunlap.
Oh, my God. I remember, Monday Night Football, right?
Fantastic game,
Oh, my God, yeah. I think they had double digits as a team that game, right?
12, yeah, 12. That's what John was, or that's what Nelson was saying there.
Oh, 12, okay, yeah.
Yeah, OC had the 6 sacks. It was great.
Yeah, God. One thing I'll say about OC, one thing I will say about him, I've never seen a player better at stripping balls out of players' hands when he came on the pass rush. He was so good at that. And I remember in particular, he had one big one against Rodgers in that playoff game when they played the Packers in 2011 or whatever it was.
Yep.
He was so good at that.
So one player better, and that's the guy that invented it.
Oh, okay, all right. To be fair, I'm a little younger than you. Yeah,
but, I'm an old head. I remember LT. Yes.
Yeah. I shouldn't have said that. Yes, yes. But since I've been, I was born in '85, so I started watching football religiously around '92. Since I've been watching it, OC.
Yeah, he was at the end of his career in '92.
Yeah. OC was great at that. There's nothing better than seeing the Giants. Oh God, LeBron James. That is in my top 3. Probably top 3 sickening moments as a Giants fan. That game, the miracle at the Meadowlands.
The miracle Meadowlands 2.
Yeah, two. Yeah,
I'm too young. I'm too young to remember the first one, or too old. I said that right. Too young to be that. Maybe I did have beer. I'm too young to remember that.
Yeah.
But that one. Yeah, that one stuck in the craw a little bit. That was ridiculous. You can't blow a 31-10 lead with 7 minutes to go.
Yeah.
Horrible. Like everyone's like, oh, Matt Dodge. So it should never come to Matt Dodge.
Yeah, of course.
You can't even have the game tied at that point.
Mike Vick was running all over us like it was a Madden game. And then, of course, the other one that really sticks out to me is the loss to the 49ers in the playoffs. Oh, God. That was a tough, that was a
38-14 lead. Yeah, that's up there.
Yeah.
97 against the Vikings.
Yes. Oh,
that
God.
one hurt.
Yeah, yes.
Chris Callaway can't recover the onside kick.
Yep.
Eddie Murray kicked a game-winning field goal. We were up 19-3 in that game.
Yeah.
And then you're too young to remember. Probably the second worst for me. Everyone always asks me my worst Giants loss. I always say 2008 against the Eagles because that was the best. I saw the 86 Giants. That 2018 would have beat the shit out of the 86 Giants. I'm not lying. They were top 5 in offense and defense. 86 offensive Giants were not good.
I actually got, before you go on, you just made me think of it because I was talking to my friend about this a couple of days ago. I think they win the Super Bowl if Burst never shoots himself. I would
Absolutely.
say that. But do they win the 2011 Super Bowl? Because Cruz is never a Giant probably if Burst is still on the team.
Very good point. And Victor Cruz was very instrumental in us winning that game.
Yeah.
And the 99-yard catch against the Jets, the 90-yard catch and run, most of it was the run.
Yeah.
The game he had against Philly when he broke out in 2011, I mean, he was a huge part of it. But actually, we might have had Victor Cruz anyway because we got Victor Cruz because Steve Smith went to the Eagles.
Right.
So, I mean, maybe Victor Cruz is there.
Well, you know what? We never draft Hakeem Nicks then.
No, that's true. We probably wouldn't have drafted Hakeem Nicks. So, who knows?
You never know, right? But
you never know.
Yeah, but I didn't mean to interrupt you. Go ahead with what you were saying.
What the hell was I saying?
maybe you did have a couple too many beers.
No, that's just old. No, I was talking about the '86 Giants, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember what the hell.
All right, back to the
next.
Is it better for the Giants if the Cowboys win or the? We were saying that, Ibrahim. We didn't know. Baddog thinks Redskins. I'm kind of leaning Cowboys, but at this point I just want to see them. I don't even care. I hope they tie. I'm hoping for a tie.
Yeah.
I don't even know if that would be beneficial though. I don't know.
I have no idea either. Like I said, if you can both lose, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
The Cowboys do have the tougher schedule.
Yeah.
I mean, it don't matter. We have to worry about ourselves.
Yeah. Win on Sunday, and then I think if we win on Sunday, then I'll start looking at the scenarios a little bit. Win on Sunday, then we'll worry about it. You know, if we don't win on Sunday, the season's over no matter what.
Exactly.
So yeah.
Yep. Exactly.
Yeah. How you forget to put your safety? Yeah, Andre be cooking it. How was he wearing sweatpants at a nightclub? Dallas wins and we win. We're 2 games out. Yeah, that's why I'm kind of rooting for Dallas, William. If Dallas wins, I expect them to lose the following week because they're playing the Saints. So I look at it like if Dallas wins and we win the next 2, we're a game behind Dallas. So, because I'd be shocked if they beat the Saints the following week.
I'll be shocked if we beat the Bears.
No, me too. But obviously, hypothetically speaking, I look at it like we'll be a game behind Dallas if we could win our next 2.
Right.
If they win next week. So that's why I'm kind of leaning Dallas, but I don't know. Let's just beat the Eagles. You know.
Looking at John Stone, I think I was just talking about the 2008 Giants against the 86 Giants. I think that's what I was talking about now that I see that. But the 2008 Giants had 2 1,000-yard rushers, and they averaged over 5 yards a carry as a team carrying the ball. That was ridiculous.
And that's not including Bradshaw.
No, it does include Bradshaw. The two, but he didn't have 1,000 yards.
Derek Ward was the 1,000, right?
Ward and Jacobs had 1,000 yards, but Bradshaw had like 300. He didn't get as many carries, but they were earth, wind, and fire.
Yeah,
and Bradshaw was more of a receiving back.
God,
that team was so good, and they beat everybody. They crushed everybody.
Remember that Ravens game? They rushed for like 300 yards on the Ravens. Remember that game?
Yeah. They won 30-10. It was ridiculous.
Yeah.
So that 2008 Giants team was special.
Oh, that was a great team.
Yeah. Oh, that's what I was talking about. The playoff losses.
Yeah.
89 against the Rams.
That I obviously don't remember.
That was the Giants are up. They're up 6-0. They were dominating the first half. They completely dominating the game. They had the ball like 35 seconds ago on their own 20, and for whatever reason, Bill Parcells, who always played it close to the vest, had Sims drop it back to throw a pass. He threw an interception. The guy carried it down to the 2-yard line. Rams scored a touchdown. We're up 7-6. At halftime, Giants managed to tie the game at 13 going into overtime, and then horrible pass interference call on Sheldon White. It was bull crap. Next play, touchdown, Flipper Anderson. I'll never forget Flipper Anderson catching the ball and just running right into the tunnel, right through the tunnel. And we lost 19-13. The Giants were 12-4 that year. They probably weren't going to beat the 49ers because that 89 49ers team was unbelievable. But that one really – and I can remember my cousin is a Dolphins fan. And when we were kids, for whatever reason, every time the damn Giants would lose, he'd call. Not that the Dolphins ever won shit. But he always had a call. And it's no sooner did Flipper Anderson hit that tunnel. Ring, 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 ring. Good.
All right, let's see what we got here. Somebody asked a question I wanted to answer, but I think Ramses Barden. Yeah, I remember Ramses Barden, Mike Lopez.
God, yeah.
I remember when they drafted him, they were saying he was going to be like Burris because he was like 6'6". What a bust he was.
Yeah. He was.
What if the Giants and Cowboys are tied for first going into week 7? Well, then the winner gets in. Yeah, it's stopping in happy. Yeah, have a happy Thanksgiving, Sports Side. By the way, check his channel out. He's another YouTuber there for the Atlanta Falcons. Please check him out as well. Dallas wins the East. They're the favorite right now, Victor. I can't say they're not, in my opinion.
Yeah, they're the best team in the East right now, I think, too.
Yeah. Remember how great Demontre Moore was, Baddog?
I think William just likes to dig at me with some of these things he says. Demontre Moore was the king of the unnecessary rough. What an idiot. All the talent in the world, every play, roughing the – and it's not like today where I get pissed at the passers because it's BS.
Yeah.
Demontre Moore would take 4 steps and drive the quarterback into the ground. What in the hell are you doing?
You know one of my most hated Giants is since I've been watching Luke Pettigrew. I couldn't stand him.
Me and my buddy used to do this all the time. Beep, full start, 77 offense, holding, 77 offense. We do it all the time. He's good for 2 or 3 penalties a game.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
Horrible.
Yeah. All right, let's get back to here. Do you think Barkley and Gallman going to be like Bradshaw and Jacobs? I think they're going to be better. I think Bradshaw and Jacobs, a lot of that had, and they were good, but I think a lot of that had to do with the offensive line.
Yeah. I don't know if Gallman will have enough.
But Barkley alone is better than those two.
Barkley's. Barkley's the most talented running back the Giants have ever had. I'll say that right now.
Yeah, he's ridiculous.
Right now.
Yeah, ridiculous. Life would be so much easier for you guys if Graham Gano missed that. Yeah, Andrew, don't remind us. Don't remind us. What's going on? There he is, Anthony Machuca. I mentioned you, Anthony, because we were actually talking about because you always brought it up. How the Giants were too much in shotgun, and they've been doing how he's been going under center with the play action pass. And we were talking about how that will be a big part of this week's game plan.
Another big part of our offense is Penny, the fullback.
Yes.
Having a fullback.
He's caught
where the hell's the fullback been all year?
Yeah.
So all of a sudden we have a fullback and we run the damn ball. That's what I was saying. 2 tight ends fullback. Just run the freaking ball. Just line it up, jumbo package, and go. Yeah. See what you can do.
Yeah.
I love that we have a fullback. And he can catch the ball.
Yeah, he's caught 2 balls, I think, the last 2 games.
Yep.
Yeah. Let's go here. The Giants special teams the last 2 weeks has been great. Corey Coleman's been flipping the field position. He's been a big factor. There's no doubt about it. Great pickup by the Giants.
And Rosas, who had a horrible year last year, has been amazing this year.
Great this year.
Rosas.
Yeah, great this year.
We joke around saying Rosas MVP for the Giants.
Brandon asked, how many years do you think Eli has left? I know Bad Dog's answer. I've seen his videos, so I will answer that question. I will say this. And this is my God's honest truth. I think if the Giants are able, and I don't know what the Giants are going to do. I don't know what they're going to do. They could decide to go with Herbert or a rookie quarterback in the draft, whoever it is. They could decide to go with a guy like you say with Bridgewater, which I would not be against at all. They could decide to go with Loletta, or they could decide to stick with Eli. I think all 4 of those options are still on the table. I could even see them going with Eli if they draft a quarterback for next year, or at least the first half of next year. I'll say this. If they significantly, and I mean significantly, improve the offensive line, I could see them having a winning team still next year with Eli at quarterback. I truly believe that. That's what I will say.
It would definitely help. I mean, because, I guess it depends on where you finish, but if we end up with another last place schedule, it could definitely help. Eli's played much better these last 2 games.
Yeah.
Without a doubt. And again, I believe that it's everything working together. The left side of the offensive line, Soldiers played much better, which in turn helps Will Hernandez. I've seen Will Hernandez improve, it seems like, week after week. And all of a sudden, when you have the left side of your line playing well, that really, really helps the quarterback because it's his blind side for the most part.
Yeah.
Quarterback's right-handed. And that is, to me, the thing that messed Eli Manning up all these years was the fact he had Eric Flowers over there,
right,
and he's getting blindsided.
Right.
The only thing I get on Eli Manning about, and he should know that there should be a clock in Eli's head. Sometimes I think Eli hangs on to that damn ball way too long,
right,
and he should know the rush is coming, and he just doesn't. But I think the left side of the line playing a lot better, and of course being able to run the ball has definitely helped Eli Manning a lot the last 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And that's why he's played so much better.
I mean, if they could be a team like the 08 team, where Eli can hand it to Barkley 25, 30 times a game, there's no reason to think they can't be a good team next year with Eli at quarterback. Now, I get the people who want to move on. It makes sense. The guy's almost 40 years old, and he's not what he was. I completely understand that. But I'm of the mindset, like I said, I'm going to be happy no matter what they do. I'm going to follow what they say upstairs. If Eli's the quarterback next year, I'm not going to be upset, because to me that means that they don't like the quarterbacks in this year's draft. And I'll say, you know what, go with Eli for one more year, and then you draft the quarterback. So I still think they could be a winning team if the team is built properly next year. I still truly believe that.
Right.
If Eli's the quarterback. I know, and I'm not saying you're wrong. It's an opinion question.
Yeah, it's cap space for me. $17 million. That's a lot. That's a lot of cap space.
Yeah, and I completely understand. I completely understand that. Yeah, I completely understand.
Get rid of him. I say get rid of him and Jenkins, man. You're saving a ton of money.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't be adverse to trading Olivier Vernon and saving another $11 million. You get rid of those three guys, you got $40 million in cap space in, and you're going to get you're going to get draft picks for Jenkins and Vernon if you trade them. So, I mean, I'm looking, because Vernon has been nothing. Jenkins, you're rebuilding. He's an old cornerback. He's played well the last 2 games.
He's played very well.
Touchdowns.
Yeah.
He didn't score them, but he definitely caused them.
Yeah.
Which is good to see. But then you take a look at Mike Evans running free down the field and going right past them.
He's hit or miss.
Right. So not for $29.5 million for the next 2 years, or $11 million, I'm saying buy Jenkins.
Yeah. I mean, it was a bad signing. Yeah. Jenkins was great the first year, but it was a bad signing. They overpaid. There's no doubt about it. Tara Belly in the building.
Tara Belly in the house.
What is going on, Tara Belly? By the way, anybody, I'm sure most Giant fans know who he is. I think he's been on it for a long time. But if you don't, please sub him up. But the Giants are second in the league by only 1 yard in return. I didn't know that, Steve. Wow, that's a good stat. They're second in the league in return yards. That's a good stat.
Wow, I didn't know that either.
Yeah.
I would have never guessed that.
Yeah, that's a good stat there. I agree with that, Afghanistan. There's a lot of times where Eli does hang on to the ball too long. There's no doubt about it. He's always been that way. But yes. Yes, John Stone. I do hope Josh St. Bill. A lot of people seem to like that guy a lot. I to be honest, I haven't seen a lot of tape on him, but a lot of people are very high on St. Bill.
Well, they said he was first-round talent. So
yeah.
They are very high on him. I think he was only 19 years old. I mean, he's really, really young. So we'll see. But then, I forget. I tend to forget about him, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
that guy waiting in the wings. So that's another reason you could get rid of Janoris Jenkins.
Good point. To give up a third-round pick for a guy a year in advance, you must think pretty highly of the guy. Yep. You
His first-round talent.
Yeah. All right, Terabelli's got a question. Will Dallas and the Giants win 3 weeks in a row? I mean, I hope Dallas doesn't. I think Dallas is going to lose next week when they play the Saints. If you're asking me honestly, do I think the Giants are going to win 3 in a row? No, but I think it's possible.
This would be our 3rd week in a row.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. I misread. I misread the question. Yes, I think both. I think both are going to win this week.
Me too.
Yes, I misread the question there.
But then 4 in a row, gonna be tough for both of us.
Yes. Do you guys remember the all-time great Preston Parker and Brent? I remember Merriweather.
Preston Parker was the king of the drop pass. He dropped everything.
Yeah.
God, he sucked. It's like he played with grease on his hand. That dude could not catch a cold if he was locked in a phone booth with 6 people who had the flu. He sucked. Terrible.
I think people are just shouting out these names to hear you rant.
Yeah, they like to dig at me. Yeah. Oh, man, remember this horrible giant Baddog? Bang, go at it.
Which Eli Manning's game winner do you like? Super Bowl 42 or 2011 Week 9? I mean, Super Bowl.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, Super Bowl.
People say, Eli's lucky. Eli's defense. I say, man, they're like lucky catches or great catches. I'm like, if you think that 2011 was
2000, and we said this the other day. 2011, and I always harp on this, is one of, I don't care what the stats say, okay, what he meant to that team that year is one of the 5 most impressive years I've ever seen any quarterback have.
He should have won the MVP.
He was unbelievable that year. Unbelievable that year. He's a Hall of Famer because of that year.
But that throw to Manningham, that is one of the greatest throws. There isn't a quarterback in the history of football that could have thrown that ball better.
There's not a quarterback in the history of... How many quarterbacks have the balls to even attempt that throw in that position?
It was probably... Again, I don't ever remember seeing a better throw.
Yeah.
So people say, Manningham's catching. Like, you don't watch football. That was... He stepped back. He stepped back like it just... Not stepped into it, just stepped back. Flung it right in between the... It's a thing of beauty.
Yeah.
I'm getting goosebumps thinking about that.
Yeah.
That was ridiculous.
Yeah.
That quote was so good.
Yeah.
And was so the Tyree thing was fluky. Okay, I'll admit that. That wasn't a great throw. It was a great escape.
Yeah.
But the play was just ridiculously. It was lucky. I mean, I freely admit that. But if you're going to beat an 18-0 Pats team, you need that to beat them. But that throw to Manningham in 11 was all Eli. I don't care what anybody says. Eli Manning won those games for the New York Giants.
And when I think great Eli moments, it's not just the Super Bowls. It's the taking the beating in San Francisco. It's the negative 35-degree game in Green Bay. I mean, that guy, so many great... I love just talking about great, memorable Giant moments. I really do.
That 2011 game in San Fran when he dropped back 58 times to over 300 yards. He had 2 touchdowns. He didn't turn the ball over once, and he got knocked down probably 15 times.
Yeah.
And I think it was Justin Pugh. It was one of the – not Justin Pugh, I'm sorry. Justin Pugh wasn't there yet. Who the hell was – one of the linemen said we'd go back there, he'd pick him up, he'd pick the grass out of his helmet. He never complained one time.
Yeah.
Never complained about protect me better, whatever, because that San Francisco defense was stupid good.
That's why, and I'm not saying he doesn't deserve it now for Beckham to be upset, but that's why I hated that Beckham went to the media on Eli. I hated that because Eli had every right the last 5-6 years to go to the media about his offensive line, and he never did it. I was so pissed off when Beckham did that.
Well, that's just today's play. I mean, that's the wide receivers. That's just how they are. They all have big mouths. You know, Eli Manning, I've always loved Eli because consummate professional, would never throw anyone under the bus. Great team. I mean, the man won Walter Payton Man of the Year because all the charitable work. Like, they don't even talk about everything that Eli Manning does as a human being. I mean, I made a video at the beginning before the season started. I don't even know if I have it anymore. I got rid of one of my videos, but I even said that. Because somebody called him a bum, and I was like, he's not a bum. I mean, the guy is just a superhuman. I said, if my kid is going to look up to an athlete, I want him to look up to an Eli Manning. Because
I read now that you bring that up, I read an article. I think he's the 3rd most charitable athlete in the history of sports.
It could be.
Yeah,
I mean, he's a great human being.
Yeah.
I mean, you want that guy on your team.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate him here for 15 years, and it's going to happen eventually.
It's Father Time.
So, it's like a Band-Aid to me.
Yeah.
Rip it off. Don't just peel it off.
Yeah. I agree with you. It's hard to see it happen, but I agree it's near the end. It's obvious. Look
at the name that William just threw in there. Ronnie Unga, the guy.
Afghanistan says Eli was under so much. Yeah, of course. I mean, the referee was ready to blow it dead.
Yeah.
Philly 500 was talking trash about Baddog. No, Victor. No, he loves. He wasn't talking real trash. Manningham.
Philly 500 and I joke around all the time.
Yeah.
All the time.
Manningham throw, Kid Blue. That was the greatest throw I've ever seen. Seen. When you factor in, the situation and everything, it was unbelievable.
Yep.
Let's see. What about all the wonderful linebackers we had? Jonathan Goff. Yeah, Jonathan. He's really Mike Lopez is really trying to get you to pull up.
William Watson, they're going to the Giants page like, let's pick out a linebacker from 2009. See what Baddog thinks about that guy.
Goff had a couple of good games, I remember, but he was bad. I mean, he was always hurt. And the same thing with Goodson. Goodson last year, I remember, I think it was, or 2 years ago. Was it 2 years ago or last year? Opening night, I think against the Cowboys, he had like 20 tackles, and then he never seen again with the injury.
Yeah.
Baddog, do you remember Mark Bavaro dragging? I've seen highlights of that too. That's iconic.
Just that's why Bavaro was my man. I mean, it was more than 15 yards. I think he dragged Lott for 15 yards, and then there was like 4 or 5 Niners also on top of him. He went another 6 yards down. Bavaro was just a tough, quiet son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Just that was my man. I mean, again, that's my man. You know, just a tough, rugged Italian dude that just spit nails. I freaking loved Mark Bavaro.
Yeah, I wish I got to see him play. He's it seems as if he's like one of the most popular Giants ever.
Yeah, because he was a blue collar, hard working dude, and he didn't say a damn word.
Yeah.
Although against the Eagles, he got thrown out of a couple games. And one of my favorite Mark Bavaro quotes of all time, he said in an interview, "You know, I used to dream about murdering Buddy Ryan." I said, I like him even more now.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do you think Rosas is going to the He could. Rosas has been great this year.
Yeah.
Brad
Wings, see there. Spencer Pasinger. What? Guys coming up with these names.
Brandon says, what was your reaction when the Giants traded? I think we both had the same reaction. We both thought it was a good trade. Based on the situation the Giants are in, based on the money that is due to Snacks Aaron, based on the fact that he's only on the field for 55% of the time. And I love Snacks. He was great for this team. But and especially the fact that they have two other good young defensive tackles.
Yes.
You know, so it made sense to trade him.
I think we talked about that our first show, maybe it was the second one, but that the Harrison trade was good for the fact that you're rebuilding.
Yeah.
He's an older guy, and he got 55%. And you look at the stats, B.J. Hill's stats were pretty much on par with Snacks Harrison, and B.J. Hill played like a quarter of the snaps. He had 2 sacks, Harrison had no sacks.
Yeah.
He had 4 tackles for loss, which I think is what Harrison had.
One thing I will say, though, Snacks Harrison isn't really a stat guy. He's a guy. He's kind of like a Tony Siragusa.
Yes,
a guy that stuffs the
line.
Yeah, but and they do miss that a little bit. You do see it,
but we weren't going there either.
Yeah, I still think the trade made a lot of sense.
Yeah.
You know, let's see. Oh no, come on, Victor, you're kidding, right? Says that Brandon Jacobs is better than Saquon.
Steve, I agree with you. Those are my 2 favorite Giants too, but without a doubt, Bavaro and LT.
Yeah, my favorite's Eli because I didn't get to see those guys play. But
look at these names. This is just unfair. J-Ron Hosley used to piss me off. This is J-Ron Hosley covering somebody right here. Ready? Look, huh? I used to say
I got a trivia question for you. I asked it in I forget what live stream I asked it in. Oh, I think it was like a Packer game. Who caught Brett Favre's last pass as a Green Bay Packer?
Jeez, that was 2007. Oh, Aaron Ross. Or Corey Webster.
Yeah, Corey Webster. Yeah, but everybody in the chat was like Donald Driver.
Corey Webster.
Yeah.
Funny story about Corey Webster. So I go to Giants training camp the year after 2012. I go to Giants training camp. They're giving away Terrell Thomas shirts, and they had a ton of them. Like they gave me like 15 Terrell Thomas. I love Terrell Thomas. So unfortunately, he had the knee injury. He was never the same.
Yeah.
I see Victor Cruz, and they're signing autographs and stuff. We had field passes to get up to the field and everything, and then so Victor Cruz is coming down, and these women are like, "Oh, do this also." I'm sitting there going, "You're going to scare this guy away. My nephew ain't going to get an autograph. No, I'm not going to get." I just wanted a picture of Victor Cruz. I got a picture of Victor, nicest guy, the nicest, most cool guy. So I get Victor Cruz. I'm happy. Like Victor Cruz is a big star. Didn't expect to see Victor get him. I got my picture, got my football autograph. Thrilled. Corey Webster. I love Corey Webster.
Yeah.
I'm like, Corey, 23. He comes over. So I say, "Hey, can I get a picture with you?" Who the hell's asking for a picture? He goes, "I got you, man. I'll be right back." Never came back. Okay, I said, "You never screw a bad dog." That's what happens. Karma. I said, Victor Cruz went on to be a legendary Giant, and nothing. What happened to you? He got hurt. Don't ever turn your back on bad dog. Corey Webster too good to take a pic. Victor Cruz take it. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, Victor Cruz was a superstar. I mean, for that 3 or 4 year stretch there, he's like a folk hero there for the Giants. It's such a shame that injury that he had because he could have been the greatest Giant receiver of all time. He could have been.
Yeah, he was really good.
Yeah. What's
Will
going
Hill
on?
was a baller.
Who?
Will Hill. Will Hill was a good player.
Yeah, he was.
He couldn't lay off the ganj.
The Nations, what's going on? Thank you for tuning in the stream. It's a little late. We're probably going to cut this. We're probably going to end this in about 6 minutes. We went a little overtime tonight, but I always like to talk to you guys as much as I can. Nations, by the way, I'm not sure if you are subscribed. You always tune in my live streams. I appreciate it. Baddog's a good Giants YouTuber. Check him out. Link is in the description. Oh, the 2015 Giants stole LeBron James. They played, as Baddog always says, they played a very weak schedule.
No,
that's the 2016. That's the 2016.
Yeah, the 2015 Giants scored like their hair was on fire, and the defense couldn't.
Right. Oh, right. That was the year where they put up the 50-some points against the Saints. Yeah.
That was, you know what else happened that year? We played the Patriots, and sure enough, Stephen Gostkowski, 55-yard field goal to win it. Why not? The longest field goals in the history of win games all come against the Giants. Rick Dempsey held the record forever for 63-yard field goals. Was that against the damn Giants too? It wasn't, but
might as well
I feel like it was.
Might as well have been. What's going on, Jose Ortiz? Thank you. We're going off in about 5 minutes, but thank you for tuning into the stream. Mike Lopez says, let's get Bosa. I don't think that's happening. That's gonna be
he's going to the Raiders.
Yeah, he's gonna be the first overall pick.
He's gonna be the first round pick, and he's gonna be the guy they want to replace Khalil Mack with. So I think that's what's going on there.
Yeah. Jamil McClain. He started.
Why don't you just bring up Jared Wilkerson while you're at it, or Wilkinson?
He started with the Ravens, right, McClain? I remember. I actually remember liking that free agent acquisition by the Giants, but it just never amounted to anything. Jamil McClain.
Yeah.
We got a ring. Do you guys remember? Yeah, Dwayne Harris. Yeah, I remember Dwayne Harris. Yeah, no, didn't do much, but yeah. Justin Herbert. I think you're a little higher on Herbert than me.
As long as he's not top 5. Like if we draft 10th, and get Herbert, I'd be very happy. I'd be very happy with Justin. Not top 5 though.
Yeah.
But I don't think he's declaring. I think he's going to stay at Oregon.
That's what it sounds like. Yeah, that's what it sounds. Which
I love it, William.
I personally think is a mistake for financially for him. I think it's a mistake.
Yeah.
John Beeson. Yeah, John Beeson.
He was good for us, though.
Yeah, for a year. Yeah. I mean, of course, he had his great days with Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
I heard he is out. Maybe I'm wrong though. Maybe it's not confirmed yet. Who do I think the Giants? It all depends. That's so tough to answer, Jaquan. Who they're gonna get next year because we don't know where they're gonna be drafting. But if I personally think they're gonna fall between 5 and 10. So if they fall between 5 and 10, I'm thinking offensive lineman. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, most likely.
I'm with you. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, guys. Any questions? Shout them out. You guys got 4 minutes. 4 minutes. I'm gonna focus strictly on the chat. Any questions? Shout them out. William Watson keeps digging in.
William's just on a Giants history page, just clicking guys off.
Yeah, Kid Blue, exactly.
Bring up Elvis Patterson while you're at it. Go back to '86 and like Kenny Hill and Elvis Patterson and those other junk, cornerbacks we had back then. Why don't you bring up Herb Welch while you're at it?
Kid Blue, I love the positivity. That's why I hope we draft. We draft at 32. That would be great.
Hell yeah.
Of course, I'm always pumped for Thanksgiving football, Victor. That's one of my favorite parts about Thanksgiving. Every morning because it's a tradition with my family. Every morning I wake up early, I watch the parade with my mom, and then I turn on the football. We have the dinner, and then I go back to football. That's what Thanksgiving's about.
Yes, it is.
LT, of course. Not just Giants legend, Jose. Lawrence Taylor is an NFL legend. He is the greatest defensive player to ever put on pads.
Ever.
Peyton Hillis, oh God. No, you didn't.
You didn't. I bought the Peyton Hillis jersey because I wanted arms like Peyton Hillis. That's why.
So you're a guy who doesn't buy jerseys, and you bought a Peyton Hillis jersey?
No, I'm kidding.
Oh, okay.
I just like Peyton Hillis was just a tank.
Oh yeah, he was.
God, I wish I had arms like that guy. Yeah, he was huge.
How did that guy? And I know he had that great year. How did he end up on the cover of Madden?
I don't know. Probably because of his arms.
Yeah.
Dude was sick.
Yeah. I miss watching. Oh yeah, Barry Sanders. Oh, everybody misses watching Barry. But thankfully, Steve, you have him on your team now.
Very close.
Tiki Barber, Michael Strahan. Yeah, I mean, Michael. Who doesn't love Michael Strahan? This question is for both of you guys. Do you think it's smart that the Giants are still trying to win? Yes, Brandon. Yes. I never like to lose. I always want my team to win. I don't care what the situation is.
Same with me. And again, I don't think, besides Nick Bosa, I don't think there's a real impact player in this draft that we need to tank to get. I don't think there's a guy like picking third. There's no Saquon Barkley in this draft at second.
Yeah.
Then again, last year there wasn't really any. I mean, Bradley Chubb was a great top 5 pick. Baker Mayfield, obviously, and then Quentin Nelson. I mean, with the exception of Darnold, the top 5 guys have been really good this year.
Yeah.
Darnold's the one guy that's kind of struggled, but again, he's bad situation.
And he's 20. He's 20 years old. 20-year-old quarterback.
Top coach, you're in trouble.
Yeah, and his like you said, his coach is awful. But I'm just trying to see if we got any more questions here. Worst team in the league, Raiders.
Cardinals.
Yeah, you could definitely say the Cardinals too. Larry Donnell, I will say, not much of a blocker, but he was good. He was good in the red zone.
Third and 20, draw to Payton. That was the Giants. And then, of course, Larry Donnell. Every freaking time. Larry Donnell would jump up in the damn air, get flipped, land on his head, and fumble the ball. Every freaking time. Stop jumping, you idiot.
Yes. He would, yeah.
Hurt a freaking, the defensive back, he couldn't jump over a damn pail for crying out loud. What the hell?
Will Tye. Oh, God.
Where are these guys coming up?
Will Tye went to my alma mater, Stony Brook.
Eric Hagan, the Miami Dolphin reject. You guys are freaking awesome, man. I love it. It's just funny. I love it, man.
Yeah,
some of these names.
I'm having a good time. Kevin Boss, I love. Kevin Boss, one of the biggest plays in that Super Bowl was to Kevin Boss, where he had like the 50-yard catch. Yeah, a lot of people forget about that play too. That was a huge play. Actually, well, no, I'll save that for off camera. I got a funny story about Kevin Boss, but I can't say it on camera.
Gotcha.
Was it smart to draft Saquon? Yes, Brandon. I think it was.
Oh, God, yes.
Yes. And that's not a knock on Sam. I just think our team wasn't ready to support a quarterback, and I think Barkley's a once-in-a-generational talent.
As I said, I've said this. Can you imagine Sam Darnold with our poor offensive line? Either he would be sitting on the bench, or he'd be in there with a horrible offensive line, turning and handing the ball off to Wayne Gallman.
Yeah, and he'd be getting killed.
Not good for Sam Darnold.
Yeah, he'd be getting killed.
Barkley was the guy.
He'd be getting.
You want your running back, then you want your rookie quarterback. Not the other way around.
One thing I will say: do you think if we took Darnold, do you think they still take Hernandez in the second, or they take a running back? Do you think they take a Chubb there?
They might take it. Well, they couldn't have. Sony Michel went to the Patriots, and then Nick Chubb went to the Browns.
Oh, Chubb went in the first. Chubb went in the first round. Oh, he went first pick of the second round.
Yeah, first pick of second round.
Oh, that's right. Okay, yeah.
So both of those Georgia running backs were off the table. So I don't really know what running back was left at that point that was any good. I mean, Darius Geis was a steal for the Skins, and of course he tore his ACL. But I can't remember a really good running back being taken after Nick Chubb. So I don't know who we could have gotten there. I'm trying to think.
Well, I mean now the guy that I think he was undrafted though, but I'm just saying the guy. The guy in the Broncos is doing really
well.
Bill
Lindsey, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, obviously we weren't drafting him. But yeah, I think they still go. With Hernandez there. Of course, with our needs at the offensive line.
Yeah.
Chase Blackburn, they're throwing out some.
I love Chase.
Yeah,
Chase
me too. Rashad Jennings, he was all right.
Yeah, I gotta throw Diggy Zoo in there. What a bust that guy was.
Yeah, people were comparing him to Osi, right?
Yeah. Just because of the damn name. The only reason. That's the only comparable there.
Sports in the ATL. Baddog. Oh, he's in the hospital. Somebody's in the hospital.
Yeah, what happened? I'll talk to you later about it. NYG Joe's he's a really good Giants fan. Makes Giants videos. I mean, I've known NYG Joe for a couple of years now. I don't know. What's up with the Giants fan? Big Time had part of his toe removed or part of his foot removed. And now NYG Joe what the hell's going on in the Giants fan base?
Jesus Christ.
Crazy.
Madison Hedgecock. Oh, yeah. He was a fullback, right, Hedgecock?
Yeah, I love Madison Hedgecock.
Yeah, Knicks beat the Celtics, Bird guy. Great pickup, Brandon Coleman.
Absolutely great pickup.
But I think we're going to wrap it up, guys. I hope you guys, I'm going to let Baddog have his closing words, but I hope you guys have a great Thanksgiving. If you haven't subbed to the channel, please subscribe. And, of course, any of my subscribers, if you haven't subscribed to Baddog, I don't know what you're waiting for. Sub them up. Link is in the description. I hope you guys enjoy the turkey, enjoy the football, And I can't wait to see you guys. I'm going to have my preview video up hopefully Friday, and I'll definitely be streaming the Giants game. Baddog, of course, will be too. And, yeah, and I want to thank you, Baddog, and I hope you have a happy Thanksgiving. Thank you for coming on.
Thank you very much, man. I love doing this with you, man. This is so much fun. And, yeah, like I said, man, you're the man, brother. This guy's got some of the best content on there.
I appreciate that.
I'm looking forward, like, we talk about the baseball stuff, and I know guys like baseball's boring, but I promise you.
Oh, yeah.
When the Yankees play the Mets, you got to tune in because it's going to be fun.
I think we should try to make that maybe a weekly thing once a week where we do a stream together. Maybe we alternate teams. We do Mets, we do Yankees. I think that'd be a lot of fun to announce a baseball game together.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that would be cool. I don't know how many baseball
games. Yeah, we got to make it happen.
Baseball games are so fun to announce. Like, I've never done one, but I would imagine it's so fun to announce because you get into the strategy of the game, the bullpen situation. It would be a lot of fun.
Well, I streamed a lot of the playoffs.
Yeah.
So I did get a chance to do that. Every time Craig Kimbrell would come out there like Baddog, do Kimbrell. So every time, and then I just wild pitch, But so yeah, but I know we got to wrap it up. So again, I thank you very much, brother. Happy Thanksgiving to you and all you guys out there that support both of our channels. I mean, couldn't be more appreciative. Like my man said earlier. Without you guys, man, there's really no point. So you guys make this so much fun for us. We love interacting with you. This is a lot of fun for both of us, and I wish you all guys a happy and safe Thanksgiving. And if you're not doing nothing during that Saints-Falcons game, you know where to come.
Check them out.
Where to come hang out.
Check them out. And real quick, G-Man, I got. You're one of my best subscribers. I gotta answer that. Hi guys, pick me some winners. I don't know the spreads, but I'm going Saints, and I don't care what the spread is. I'm going Saints with the spread. I'm picking the Lions. Better money line. That's my pick. And I am going Cowboys. And I think the Cowboys will probably cover the spread, but I could see that being close because I could see them playing it close to the vest against that team. But those are my 3 picks. What about you, Baddog, real quick?
I got the Bears, the Cowboys, and then the Saints. See, you can give me one of them. I don't know if it's a pleaser or teaser where you put 7 points on top of the spread. Yeah. You can give me that because the Saints are going to roll. The Saints are the Alabama of the NFL.
Yeah, there you go. There's our picks. And again, guys, have a great Thanksgiving. And as always, cheers. Give me a piece. Give me a piece.
Oh, all right, guys. Yeah, happy Thanksgiving, everybody. And you all have a good one. I'm out. Peace. I should have been up here. Peace.